Christine Trainor talking to you from New Westminster, British Columbia, Canada. How's everybody doing today on this 19th day of February, the 19th day of the second month of the new decade? Oh, I said it again really well. And as I continue on in my daily thoughts, what are my daily thoughts today on this, my Action Wednesday? I'm going to talk about something that's a hard one to say, but I'm going to say it anyways. How's that? And it's the word challenge, or the challenges we meet each day of our life. The challenges we have in our life, right? And I like the meaning. This is a particular one meaning that I saw online that I really like, kind of says it to itself. Something that needs great mental or physical effort in order to be done successfully, and therefore test a person's ability. Test a person's ability. This is a beautiful part of life. Each day of our life, when we and there's some interesting information about this particular thing. Talks about the challenges that happen in our life. These particular challenges. Let me go back a bit. Oops, made a boo boo. Let me go to the next one. Yeah, I love the idea. It's the 7 challenges in life you need to deal with: emotions, toxic people, unfairness in life, your job, positive thinking can be a challenge, meeting people, yourself. Or 10 personal challenges. Run a marathon, take a charity challenge, exercise your brain, surprise yourself, volunteer yourself, get a new job, seek promotion, overcome a fear, climb a famous peak. Interesting ideas about challenges we meet each day of our life, because each decade of our lives, especially when we're born, we become, and to now, and I'm hitting 60, and I really like this idea, this interesting aspect of our life when we meet our challenges, and we do it mentally and physically, and we tackle them each day. And I really thought this would be a really hard topic, a hard sort of subject, because I'm still learning about challenges in life, but I'm going to do it anyways. Hey Gary, how you doing? I'm going to meet this challenge head on and talk about challenges. How you about that, eh? Hey Jeff, how you doing? And I thought today, I have met and done a lot of challenges in my life. I mean, remember, our first challenge in our life is when we start to walk as little toddlers, right? And then, of course, elementary school, and then high school, and on, and the things we do every single day. Our mental challenges, our physical challenges, everything. So I really wanted to share that with you today, my friends. And the first challenge I'm going to talk to you about, first I'm going to do a quote. And I like the quote that says, challenges are what makes life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Is true, right? Or when life gets harder, challenge yourself to be stronger. So I love challenges in my life, more now than I ever did. But the first interesting challenge I actually had in my life was over about 2014. After I had those many operations and I got more healthier, I decided I want to do something. And we have beautiful, and I've shared this before, but we have that beautiful mountain here in the west coast of British Columbia, a North Shore called the Grouse Mountain, and there's 2 challenging trails. There is the Grouse Grind Trail, which is more of a physical trail, and there's a BCMC Trail, which is a really bit of a more rocky, kind of harder trail with a lot of challenges within itself. And you know what I decided to do? To challenge myself for a whole year and to go hiking for a whole year up this particular trail on the mountain. And it was 12 months. I gave myself 12 months to see if I could do it. And so the first month I did it once a week. I kid you not, for a month. And when I first started, I looked upon the trail and went, oh, and it was the highest thing I've ever done in my life, way back in 2014 when I was 54. And I tell you what, I would look at the trail, and first time I saw it, I was scared to death. I went, can I really do this? And then I thought to myself, let's do this. Let's challenge myself and my physical strength. And when I first started, it was really interesting. It was like here and there and up. Hey, John, how you doing? And it was all over the place. And all of a sudden, you'd be walking, like going up this and the rocky crags, or you'd be going solid, and you'd be going around this. It was a really challenging trail. But you know, the very first day I did it, it took me about 2.5 hours to did it, but I did it and I challenged myself. And so I did this every day for the first month, for the first month I did it once a week for about 2.5 hours, and I challenged myself. And then the next month, I decided to go twice a week. I challenged myself. And so the next month, I did it twice a week, where I hiked this beautiful trail. Because once you reach to the end of the trail, there's a beautiful chalet and even more. So it's a beautiful area of Grouse Mountain. And then the third month, I decided to go 3 times a week. So after the third month, for 9 solid months, I was going 3 times a week for 2.5 hours, so 3 times a week up this trail. And it, as with the season, sometimes the trail would change. Either be too rocky or a little bit slippery. And the reason why I did that is because I have a bit of an issue with heights. And so I thought I want to challenge my fear of heights to hiking up a mountain for a full year. And so I did. Sadly, I couldn't do it anymore because I fell really hard up the mountain one day and I cracked my knee really bad. And so now I have some knee issues. But that year was the most beautiful, the most awesome, and most wonderful challenge I did. And I was able to understand why I had the fear of heights and how I challenged that fear, challenged myself on the mountain. And then sometimes during the summertime of that year, I decided to go do something else. And I went to the back country of the mountain, and they had some other trails, and these were rocky trails. Whoa, we're talking straight up trails. And one particular trail was, I guess, to one area called Crown Mountain. Hey Thomas, how you doing? And wow, when I say wow, is it was so rocky. The first part of the trail was you had to go up rocks for about 20 minutes until you hit another area, and then you'd be going here and there, and that was a very strong trail. But I did it. I think I did that during the summertime of that year for maybe once, for at least once during the 3 times I did it a week, to challenge myself even further. And so I did that, and I was proud of myself that this was a challenge I met, stopping the fear of heights and going further and higher up a mountain. And this, if you ever look up Grouse Mountain, it's a beautiful area for skiing. It's beautiful in the summertime, and there's so many beautiful backcountry trails. And that's the first time I really had a hard challenge myself. And then this last 19 months, I decided to take on another challenge. Since I couldn't physically work normally, I thought, I love social media. I want to take the challenge and to work online, to social media marketing. I knew I had a long way to go. And so the very first day I started, way back, like I think it was August of 2018. It was ending that decade of my life, the last 2 years of 2010, right? Or you know what I mean. And I thought, I'm going to do this. So every day since then, I've met a lot of challenges on learning and understanding what social media marketing is. And it is a beautiful challenge in my life, and I meet it head on every single day. I wake up, I was true gratitude and wonderful affirmations I put in my mind, a workout, and I just get moving. I get moving, and I do it every single day. And I spend a lot of hours online learning and growing, understanding, and meeting new people, because that's a challenge in itself. Because you have to start slowly on social media. You have to learn and understand with classes and webinars. You have to understand about the different platforms, how to brand yourself. And it's still, to me every day, is a true challenge in itself. But I'm meeting this challenge head on, and I'm continuing to do it on a daily basis to become more stronger mentally. Wow. And it's a beautiful part of our life. When we meet these challenges head on, we gather the strength inside and said, I'm going to tackle that challenge. I'm going to move over that crocky challenge of life, and I'm going to do it. So I thought this was an interesting topic of my daily thoughts this is my Action Wednesday, that this is a good thing to talk about when we want to move forward, take action, especially on our challenges each day of our life. So thank you, Gary, Jeff, John, and Thomas, for coming by and say hello. I really appreciate you coming on and saying hello. And by the way, this Daily Thoughts is a challenge I'm doing every single day this year. So wish me luck that I continue to do this particular challenge every day. My love to you all, my wonderful friends. Have an awesome, beautiful day. Take on those challenges. Get the strength inside and do them. It is the most beautiful thing you could do for yourself every day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.